And now it's time for level 7. I'm almost to the end. I just know it. I'm almost there to the end. But I'm a bit confused about what happened earlier. What exactly is going on right now? There's something very twisted going on behind this game. I feel like that there's something wrong, messed up, or twisted behind this. What happened during that conversation between that black creature and Solomon? There's got to be some weird connection going on here. And what did the black creature that Solomon refers to as evil meant by tell Red that I said hi? Could it be that what Zachary said about the game was true? What if there's something very twisted going on behind this game that I'm just not seeing? I now need to keep playing and find out. We're at the end of the level. I can feel it. And so, we made it to the 7th level, which was called Destruction. Once we loaded up into the board, I saw all of my game piece monsters. Godzilla, Solomon, Rodan, Anguirus, King Caesar, and Mothra. We're very close to the end of the level, I suppose. I also saw the 2 enemies of this level. There was Destroya and King Ghidorah, but judging by the game piece, it seemed that this was a different type of King Ghidorah, standing on the ground instead of flying in the air. The first level I played was this weird volcanic-like level. I decided to choose Rodan for this level. In this level, I was flying through what seemed like this weird lava-ish background filled with molten-like lava. We could fly throughout this level. The enemies in this game was this weird red horse-like creature with a long neck, a human-like head, a long and sticky yellow tongue, and weird bat-like wings. And there was also this weird insect-like creature that's sitting on a rocky-like ledge. Another level that I played was this fire-like level. I decided to choose Godzilla for this level. In this level, I was walking through what seemed like another volcanic-like place, filled with lava and a bunch of small volcanoes, and large rocks with lava flowing out of them. The enemies in this game was this weird creature made out of magma that would jump out of the lava and try to attack me. And there were some enemies that I've already seen appeared in this game before. Another level that I played was this canyon-like level. I decided to choose Anguirus for this level. In this level, I was playing as Anguirus for what looked like this canyon-like place with a black sky, and the canyon was filled with molten-like lava, as there was a large ledge on one of the mountains spilling out lava. The enemies I encountered in this game was this weird large red yeti-like creature and this pinkish-looking creature with tentacles coming out of its mouth and horse-like feet and some wings. However, though, during the level, I once again encountered another mini-boss. This time, the mini-boss resembled what looked like a large shark-like creature made out of molten lava. The shark creature jumps out of the lava every 10 seconds to come out and attack you. The only way to attack it is that you have to be timeful and you have to jump directly onto its back. I did that 7 times and it ended up working. The next level that I played was this weird castle-like level. I decided to choose Solomon for this level. In this level, I was playing as Solomon through this weird rocky-sided abandoned city, or at least an abandoned castle at least. There was lava flowing out from almost every side of the castle. Except the good news is that there wasn't as much lava as there was on many of the other levels, and the sky was a mixture of what looked like orange and grayish. The enemies in this game were these weird insect humanoid-like creatures. The first one looked like some weird gliding creature with a shark-like face, but it was pretty hard to tell. The next creature was this weird creature that stood on all four legs, had claws on nearly almost all sides of its legs, and it had this weird roundish Pac-Man shaped beak with no eyes. Another level I played was this lava-ish background level. I chose Mothra for this level. In this level, I was playing as Mothra, flying through what seemed like this pit filled with lava. The enemies in this game were these weird grayish-looking creatures that could levitate in the air and fly and attack me. They were pretty weird creatures to appear in this game. They looked weird, and their movements and behaviors were weird, but they can move pretty fast. It's very, very hard to attack them. Alright, now it's time for the boss fights. The first boss that I fought was Destroyer. When the fight started, Destroyer was in his microscopic form. After one hit, Destroyer changed into his little form. His little form had a little bit of attacks, but he was still very small and I was still very able to beat him. However, the fight became serious when Destroyer changed into his arrogant form. He can now develop large giant claws and crab pinchers, and had the ability to shoot the oxygen beam. Eventually then, Destroyer changed into his flying form, and I instantly decided to switch with Mothra, which of course seemed pretty fitting. At least now with Mothra will be able to dodge Destroyer's oxygen beam. I could have chose Rodan for this fight, but I decided to choose Mothra just because she has the ability to shoot lasers from her antennas to make it much easier so I can shoot Destroyer with the antenna laser when I'm far away from him. But eventually though, Destroyer then transformed into his ultimate final form, and it was then that things went all down to this. Now Destroyer was super overpowered. Now that Destroyer was in his final form, he was easily able to overpower Mothra, and I knew that I had to switch to a much stronger monster. I then chose Godzilla to fight Destroyer. Godzilla and Destroyer were evenly outmatched for each other. With the help of Godzilla's atomic breath and strength and force, we were a bit able to overpower Destroyer. When Destroyer was on his last health bar, he was about to fire a large ray beam from his chest, but I instantly punched it, which caused Destroyer to be destroyed. I didn't know how powerful this chest beam was going to be, but luckily I punched it just in time. The next boss I fought was King Ghidorah, and I instantly knew that I had to pick Godzilla for the fight. King Ghidorah was in his Heisei form, and he was much larger than Godzilla in this game. When the fight started, Ghidorah instantly attacked me with his gravity beams. The gravity beams last for about 6 seconds, and it's pretty annoying if you ask me, because it can damage almost half of your health. Then, King Ghidorah started using physical attacks on me. He would constantly lunge one of his heads out to bite me. It's pretty hard to dodge this attack since the heads move at a very, very fast pace, but I can easily punch one of the heads. However though, during the fight, I got a great idea. What if I waited for one of Ghidorah's heads to lunge at me and immediately fired the atomic breath at it? I decided to try and see what would happen. And it worked. When Ghidorah launched his middle head at me, I immediately spammed the atomic breath button and fired the atomic breath at King Ghidorah's middle head, which completely obliterated the head off. Completely. But 5 seconds later, I soon realized what horror would lead to this. Because after when I blew King Ghidorah's head off, the King Ghidorah's sprite began to glitch out. And so, King Ghidorah turned into Mecha King Ghidorah. Mecha King Ghidorah's first attack was its most deadly attack, the Machine Hand. Just like Gigan's Buzzsaw, the Machine Hand drains your energy and paralyzes your monster face down, causing it to lose a lost amount of health instantly. It was very, very hard to dodge this attack. Once Mecha King Ghidorah stopped using the Buzzsaw, Godzilla was at very low health. I need to find another monster that would be strong enough to face off against Mecha King Ghidorah. And so, I decided to use Solomon to fight Mecha King Ghidorah. Solomon and Mecha King Ghidorah were evenly outmatched for each other. With the help of Solomon's strength, power, and durability, Solomon was able to overpower against Mecha King Ghidorah. And soon, Mecha King Ghidorah was defeated. After fighting Mecha King Ghidorah, a black background appeared on the screen. And then, this time Godzilla appeared on the black background. Not Solomon. Oh boy, here we go again. It's time for one final chase scene with the demon beast. I'm starting to wonder how this is gonna end. Will the chase scene be much harder this time? I was very scared of what was gonna happen next. Eventually, though, those white domesticated looking eyes once again appeared on the black background. Alright, it's time for one last chase. Let's do it.
That's it. I've had enough. I've let you escape me for too long. This is it. I'm not giving you a chance to live. This is your final moments alive, and I will be the last thing there is that you will see.